Hello friends, welcome to ASP.NET tutorial. In the last video, we get introduced to ASP.NET personalization. Also, we talked about the user profile and how in real world the web application track your interaction and collect your preferences in the background and stores that in the profiles DB. Right, that's what called the website personalization. We also talked about the prerequisite example that is required for this subseries. Now let's learn about what is user profiles. When user is logged in, ASP.NET websites can collect personalization data. Right? We already talked about this in the previous video. But the requirement is first we should allow the user to log in. Once user is logged in, then we can collect information, and we know that this collected information is tagged to the logged in user. When user is not logged in, it is an anonymous user. So we don't know who is logged in, somebody is browsing. So collecting the information, personalization information is not useful in that case. The data collection process goes based on user profile. Right. So whether the logged in user is male or female, what is the logged in user's age, all those profile information we can collect during the registration, or in later stage also we can collect and store it separately. Then based on the collected data or the user's profile data, the data collection process can trigger. For example, the profile will have information like number of visits, how many times the user visited the website. So this will tell how frequent user is coming to your site. Then preferred music authors. So here we are talking about music CD purchasing website, right? In the previous video also we talked about, and so we took the same example. So number of visits and what is the preferred music author for the logged in user. Then preferred music genres, preferred theme, website theme. So all those stuffs are called the personalization information that we can even store against the user profile. Some websites even collect information like person's age, sex, profession, etc. So based on this collected information, the website knows what data on the specific age group and specific gender likes. So based on profession also a website can display the relevant information. Once the personalization enabled website has required profile information, it serves dynamic content based on profile data. So that means here in this subseries we are going to see how to store profile data. Right? Once personalization enabled website has required profile information, that means we have to store profile data. Based on the collected profile data, it serves the web server serves the dynamic content. In our previous web series about login controls, we already created some sample uses. Now let's examine that here by launching the previously generated web application sample. We will use the same project and learn about the profile, and now let's go to the demo. Here if you see, we already opened the example which we created as part of the previous web series. So login controls. Now let's open the login page and run this site. And we know that in background it will create a database. I already have okay, I am not having the database. That means I deleted it. Let me run this once again so that it will create the database for us. Let's try to log in. So this information is coming from cookie, I guess. Yes, definitely it is cookie. Why? Because we don't have any profile information here in the database. Let's try our luck whether it is logging in. It will not log in because we don't have the database, underlying database here. Okay, we got the error. So since it told the error, that means it created the database. Let's refresh it. If you are directly watching this sub-series, you may be wondering what I am talking about. You have to watch the the previous sub-series so that you will know how to create the application. Alright, now since I run this here, it created the database and you can see what are all the tables available. Here we have users table, right? And when I run the query, I don't have any user. That means I need to register. Your login attempt was not successful. Please try again. So that means I don't have any user. Let me go ahead with register and we'll go ahead with test user. Password we will give test123. And email abc@gmail.com. Okay, let's click on create user. Okay, now let's go back to the login. Right, now we created the user. Let's check that here. So here if you see, the user ID was created and username is test. Now let's log in using that information. Test 1 to 3, I guess. Now if you see, we are getting user logged in. Alright, now we have one user to continue with the example, and our goal here is, if you see, this is the profile information we want to store. Once a user is logged in, we can store his profile information and it will be useful to further collect and display information based on the logged in profile. Just now you saw the demo. Thank you for watching. Bye.